It's time for the Monday market update. This week I'm going to talk about a little bit different metric than I normally do, and that's the Housing Affordability Index. This is a number we just talked about in our podcast that we were really expecting to shoot way down after rates went up. But we've seen nice wage growth, at least here in Minnesota, and that number sits at 120, which means that the median earner in the state of Minnesota can afford, at the current interest rates, 120% at max debt to income, the median home in our area. So we saw that number come down close to like 110 and maybe even shoot a little bit lower than that throughout all of this rising interest rate environment that we've had. But it's settled down right around that 120 range, way off of the 150 plus that we were having when rates were down near the 2s and 3s, but still in a place where we have somewhat of a healthy market here. As you all know, here locally in Minnesota, the market definitely starts to slow down this time of year. We will list on the MLS about half the number of homes that we'll list in the busiest time in May and June of 2025, or notably that we had in 2024. So you are going to see some slowdown. But again, I always talk with buyers and sellers about the arbitrage opportunities in the market, and I still think that timing the market is never a great idea, and that if it's the right time to make a move, being prepared at the very least is what you want to do. In fact, we've been meeting with lots of buyers, notably first-time buyers lately, that are thinking about moving in 2025, and we've just said, why don't we just get prepared at the end of 2024, have the pre-approval ready. You don't have to buy anything just because you're ready, but at least if the right thing comes along and you're in the right place to make an offer and buy a property, that you are prepared to do so. So that's the conversations we've been having. But again, Housing Affordability Index, 120 last month, so not the end of the world. Buyers can still afford properties, albeit just not as well as they could have a few years ago. We'll see you next week.